House, everybody! Hey, keep it going for Jim that you just saw up there. So how's everybody doing tonight? Okay, that was really good, but the way I usually do this is I come up and I ask how everybody's doing, and I need everybody in the room to say great. So can we try this one more time? All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a guy that looks a little bit like Steven Seagal.
Yeah, but I want to support that.
Mostly in this area. But if you see Seagal lately, also in this area. Please welcome the comic stylings of Floyd Haas. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, glad to hear it, glad to hear it. This is a great place, isn't it? It's my first time here. Yeah? Great place, nice area. Last week I was doing a show in not a nice area. I was in South Phoenix.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you're thinking, you're probably thinking of the good part of South Phoenix. No, it was the bad part of South Phoenix. And here's how I know. I had to get gas when I was down there, and the gas station had payphones there. And somebody was using one of them. And right across the street, there was a building that had a sign that was the size of a garage door. It was painted like a stop sign, red with white writing. And it said, no drug use, no alcohol use, and no prostitution. And about 15 people standing in front of the sign who obviously couldn't read. And one of the women, I want to be careful how I say this, so I don't say something offensive. She was a woman who procured drugs by doing favors.
After the show, he'll be at the door.
And she was riding a BMX freestyle bicycle. Now, here's something you might not know about me. When I see a crack whore riding a BMX freestyle bicycle, it's difficult for me not to ask, what kind of tricks do you do? I probably shouldn't be talking like this. I'm a grandpa. In fact, I have a new grandson. I might have thrown some of you, right? Because I said new. Of course he's new. I mean, sure, we looked at used, but we were able to get the brand new grandson that we really wanted, thanks to the government program Cash for Crawlers. And with this grandson, he's with my daughter Amy, and Amy and I will take him to the store, and we push him around the shopping cart. You ever fail? Somebody will walk up to us and go, oh my gosh, what a cute little baby boy. And look, he looks just like his daddy. And they point to me. I know it totally creeps us out too. Not just because they're insinuating that we've been together, but because we both feel we could do better. And my oldest grandchild is my granddaughter who she just turned 14. Ooh is right, okay. I took her and some of her friends to the water park. One of the moms comes up to me and she goes, wow, looks like you have your hands full. And I said, what? She said, your granddaughter, how old is she? I said, yeah, she's 14, but I get it because she's 5'6". And sometimes we have to shoo 15, 16-year-old boys that come sniffing around. She said, you're lucky, my daughter is 15, and sometimes I have to beat off college boys. I said, I don't think that you have to do that. You could probably just tell them to go away. And she said, what? I said, sounds like you have your hands full too. My youngest son is Tanner. Tanner is 15. He and his wife don't have any children. We have our newest addition to our family is our daughter. She's 12. And in our home, we don't like to use the term adopted because she's more of a rescue. And my oldest son, Travis, has a little girl that he shares custody with his ex. Recently, I got to go pick her up from her mom for the visit. And I pull up, and right as she gets in the car, she's standing there, her mom and her little cousin, a little boy. She crawls in the car, shuts the door, and she says, Papa, will you take me to McDonald's? And I said, sure. And her little cousin pipes up right away and goes, you're going to McDonald's? That's bad, and that makes you bad. She just looks over at her. I looked over at her and shook my head. No. She turns to her cousin and says, my papa says that you need to shut the fuck up. I wasn't sure if that's what she said, but as we're driving away, she's looking at her cousin going like this. Her mom calls me and she's all angry and everything. I'm like, calm down. She's just being 3. We're getting older. Jim mentioned getting older. I used to be the cool guy, right? And now things don't happen that are so cool. The other day, my wife said, Floyd, there's a pill over here on the floor. And I said, well, what color is it? She said, what difference does that make? I said, well, if it's pink, I can tell you what it's for. And if it's blue, I can show you. But like I mentioned, I used to be the cool guy. I used to be on a motorcycle stunt team. I once looped a wheelie at 70 miles an hour and broke my neck. I once came up short on a 100-foot jump and broke my back. Last week I dislocated my toe with my underwear.
You mean at the table in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
I appreciate you folks laughing at this stuff because you never
I
know
think
what
there's
might
an empty
offend
chair
somebody.
Yeah, there
Right?
is. I just don't want to disturb the...
Recently, my wife
Oh, no,
came to me and
I'll
said
do it in
that
between.
she was
Is someone
propositioned
just
at
joining
work
you now?
25
No, I
years
just
ago.
found one of our
and wasn't
friends
by
in the
her
back,
boss,
so
it was actually
he
by
came in
mine.
late.
And she just never said anything about it because the boss was a really good friend of mine.
I'm just
I
trying
was
to
making
figure
a
out if
ton of
there's
money.
room in it.
And because she
there,
said yes.
because you can't be in there. Do you think there's room?
You can imagine
for you
how
guys to
upset I
squeeze
was about
another
that,
person
right?
in there?
On the
I thought I had that
end,
bonus on
You
my
can't
own.
go on the end towards the curtain. 'Cause
right,
That's where the comics
the other
are.
end.
Because I
I was
said
thinking
yes,
the
too.
other end. Is there room?
Oh, because you're on the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
may
I'm
not
sorry.
know this
I was
about
thinking
me,
you
but
were a
my
real
superpower
behind.
I'll totally
is that
be
I can find the
respectful,
one
don't worry.
person
I'll move the chair
in
for
any
you. Don't worry, I
business
won't
or
make you
place
do that.
that actually knows
I
what
wanted to
they're
put it
doing.
in my head first
And
before
my
I knew where it was
kryptonite is
going.
Walmart.
Okay, so
I hate that place. I hate that place. I hate that place. So I was at Walmart, and
there you go.
and they start with me right away. I'm walking
There you
through the store, whoosh! I almost get hit
Another
by a
glass.
shopping cart that's doing like 100 miles an hour. The shopping cart inside has 2 little boys. They have no shirt, no shoes, just shorts, being pushed by a guy my size,
I'll
my
just tell
age,
him when you
also
move it, he
no
can-
shirt, no shoes.
Then you
just
can
shorts,
decide when.
Like this.
I'll come as soon as I
It
can.
spins
I'll
me
be
to the side, and in my line of sight is a woman. On the back of her neck, there's a tattoo, and it says, "Not crazy." We all know what this means, right? This woman is crazy. Don't get me wrong, there's some crazies good. Fun to have in the bedroom. You never know what they might say in public. They'll go on the zip line when you go on vacation so that you don't have to. But what you don't want to do is hear a noise in the middle of the night and wake up and go, oh my God, was that the knife drawer? That is too much crazy. And it's been a long time for me, but back when I was dating, women didn't come with warning labels like that. That was information that unfolded. So I continue walking, whoosh, I'm almost hit by a shopping cart again. This time, it's being pushed by 2 little boys. No shoes, no shirt, just shorts. Inside the cart, a guy, my size, my age, no shoes, no shorts, inside the cart. So I'm out of here. I go over to the auto parts section because I wanted to get some Fix-A-Flat. I walk up to the guy at the counter and I said, can you tell me where the Fix-A-Flat is? And he goes, what kind of car y'all got? And I said, what? And he says, what kind of car y'all got? Look, I was in the motorcycle industry for 20 years. If this guy knows something about tires that I don't, I'm going to kill myself. And I'm not trying to insult this guy, but I believe the only reason why he's working at Walmart is because he doesn't have the hand-eye coordination to spin a sign in front of another business. I'm not trying to say that there's nobody intelligent that works at Walmart. I'm just saying that if you are intelligent and you do work at Walmart, we've never met. So I said, okay, I need to know, I need to understand this. What difference does it make what kind of car I have? And he says, well, some cars have tire sensors, and they think that Fix-A-Flat Not ruin the tire sensors. I said, well, my car does not have tire sensors, so that doesn't matter. He goes, well, actually, Fix-A-Flat says it won't ruin the tire sensors, so you'd be fine. So why are we having this conversation? I'm like, okay, I need Fix-A-Flat. My car doesn't have tire sensors. Can you tell me where it is? And he says, we're out of it. I'm done with this guy too. I'm done. I'm checking out. I go up to the register. First thing that the cashier picks up, bottle of Dawn dishwashing soap. And she goes, oh, this is so good. Couple of drops in an oily pan. The next day, it's clean. I said, yeah, it also works really well on oily birds. You folks know what I'm talking about, right? Oily birds, Exxon Valdez, Gulf oil spill, this woman, nothing. So the next thing she grabs is I bought some powdered gravy mixes, you know, the powdered, and they were in the little cardboard thing, and I wanted to keep it to put it on my shelf that way. She grabs the cardboard thing, starts to throw it away. I said, I'd like to keep the cardboard thing. She goes, y'all want to keep the cardboard thing? I said, yes. She looks at the box boy and says, he'd like to keep the cardboard thing. He looks up at me and goes, y'all want to keep the cardboard thing? What is going on in this place? And where are you people from? This is Phoenix, Arizona. We don't talk like that. Is there some kind of an Appalachian exchange program that I'm not familiar with? Then she says something else, and I miss what it is, but it ends in hun. And I thought, oh great, now I'm being sexually harassed. And what she was asking me, is it cash or credit? I look at the machine, and it says the chip reader is working, which I can only think means that this chip reader has problems. I don't want to spend the rest of my life here. So I give her cash. The bill is $80.60. I give her 100 and a 1. We all know what I'm trying to do here? Yeah. She did not. Neither did the other 5 people that came over to help, including the manager who had to come from the break room. Again, I don't want to make fun of the manager. I don't want to make fun of her physical appearance, because if you look at me, I have some physical imperfections myself. One of them is I have a receding hairline. Mine is not nearly as bad as hers. And I wouldn't even notice it, except she came up to us like this. Don't think I'm a terrible person. I'm not making fun of somebody that has a hunchback. I don't think she has one. She was wearing a cape for some reason. I guess she was playing some kind of skit in the break room. Finally, she slides around the register. I get frustrated, and I said, look, if you just put in what I gave you, the register will tell you the answer. Just then, the original cashier appears from behind the register, and she says, oh, I get it, oily birds. Now the manager is opening a roll of change, a roll of pennies, for what? I don't know. A couple of them fall on the floor, and she reaches down to pick it up. I notice that there's a can of Fix-A-Flat in Quasimodo's back pocket. And I ask her, can I buy that? And she says, what kind of car y'all got? Oh, it's doing great. Thanks very much.
I feel like he's like watched me at the store, like we all had that experience, right? So your next comic, everybody, absolutely super excited to see this guy come out. So he's played in over 60 clubs across the United States, Canada, and Saudi Arabia. He's from the Vegas Strip. You may know him from Laugh After Dark, Season 2, Episode 2. Please put your hands together for Mr. Jimmy Earl.